So hi everyone, Craig Hanson. Yes guys, welcome to my video. You're going to like this one. Something in this video for everyone. I'm going to show you exactly how the shoulders work in the golf swing. Evidence-based material, looking at the best ball strikers in the world. Obviously that makes sense. McIlroy, Tiger Woods, Adam Scott, Tommy Fleetwood, PGA Tour averages here, and arguably the most important part of the swing. Now people, when you're looking at your golf swings, right, and you're filming it with your mobile phones and you really want to work on something that's going to help you, look at this area of the swing. All right, this will affect so many different parts of your motion, and if you've got a couple of hundred great ball strikers and they're all within just a few degrees of each other and you're not there, then it makes sense to pay attention to it. Guys, what are we talking about? Shoulder tilt. It's not just how the shoulders turn. People don't even look at this area of the swing. Absolutely amazing. And when we're drawing a line there, we're looking at two averages here. Now we're seeing the left shoulder is down. It's at 42 degrees. Remember that number. Now when we draw a line back here to the golf ball, we're about a yard outside the golf ball. Tiger Woods from the top of the swing. We'll draw a line down from here. When you're doing this, you're looking at your mid to high irons, 42 degrees. Take Tiger up to the top. Isn't that amazing that both players are in the same position? Now the shoulder plane, people, it works on a steeper plane on the way through. Many people believing that the shoulders work on the same plane. It's just not true. Now when we get down in through the ball, when we get about halfway through and the arms are parallel to the ground and we draw a line down from this side, we'll see that the plane, the tilt, has halved. Okay, so now we're about a half a yard outside the ball. Check out the number, 54 degrees. So we've gone from 42 to 54. Tiger Woods on the way through, halfway through. And we'll draw a line down the shoulder plane there, and we've got around 54, 55 degrees, 42 on the way back. So really a 1 degree difference, or very, very similar. Now, the effect that it has on the swing is absolutely amazing. There is just so many people around the world not even getting close to these numbers. And you guys, if you're after online lessons, there's just no way that I will not be able to improve you given a little bit of time. Also, check out WorldClassGolf Instructors, the most detailed platform on the planet. Now, let's take a look as we explore other golfers here. Let's take a look at Adam Scott at the top of the swing. Now when we get a line, we'll just go back a little bit here and we'll get a line down these shoulders here. Let's have a look at this. So we'll take it down. We've got 43 degrees, a line back in here, and we'll check out his shoulder plane on the way through. Perhaps it's a little bit steeper. We get about halfway through the golf ball here, and we draw a line down there. We're going at 56 degrees here. Draw it down from the line, and once again, have a look at that. Now you're looking at within a couple of degrees here of three amazing ball strikers. So guys, right, before we get into some really interesting drills and feels here to get your shoulders working inside the PGA averages, the machine of the swing, what we're going to do is take a look at the amateur golfer, the club player. And unfortunately, a lot of people just not really understand this, or not even knowing this area of the swing at all, and looking at other things. And really, look, when you look at the numbers here, have a look at this. We've got 23 degrees, and with the gentleman on the right side, this is the shoulder plane. We got 25. So when we saw the tour average before, what was it? 39 to 45, right? So they're miles away. Now this is actually a disastrous move. Even though you get to the top of the swing and people don't see it, what happens from here is a number of issues. Now these numbers that we're looking at, right? We've got Dr. Rob Neal, who's taught 550 PGA professionals, 10 number one. He's assisted 10 number one players, and a regular guest on the Golf Channel. Now he's on WorldClassGolf.com. and supplying us with so much information, putting together at the moment so many different series for us, which is going to be just brilliant. A lot of golf coaches also on WorldClassGolf.com. So, you know, it makes sense to really follow stuff, that's proven rather than jumping from, I say video to video. I mean, there's some good stuff in YouTube, but it's not all in YouTube, right? I think that's what people sort of think. But let's have a look what happens from here anyway. This line that I've drawn up over the golf ball here, people, this is what illustrates the wall. I like to think of it as a wall. Now, these players are coming down steep. You might not be, even with flat shoulders. But to press the golf ball out now, or even make contact with it, they tip over the machine. So they've got a high left shoulder. And what happens from there is you get a high right shoulder, meaning that the shoulder will come in high and tip over. And really, people, when you're getting over this line, this is the toilet of the golf swing. Over this side, you've got fat, sockets, pulls, cuts, big divots. It's just, the ball's stationary. And even if it looks okay down the bottom, you're in Shank City, right, round about there. And so one day you might hit it okay, and the next it falls apart. So by getting your tilts and your turns correct, you're understanding your motion, you're able to transfer the speed of the club, the speed of the body, and you're getting some pressure on the golf ball. Now, why don't people film their swings? It's absolutely mind-blowing for me. Now, we've got information out there, we set up our phones correctly. There's different ways to set your phones up. It's really, really easy. Now, tell me what good player doesn't film their swing? When you're looking at the modern day players, look at the players coming out of Korea and Asia. They're just swinging like machines, and you've got different ways to do it. It's quite simple. Once you get the information, this is what we do on World Class Golf. We're showing you how to film your swings to the point, right, that we get in there, you're setting everything up in the right positions, but also how to use, the V1 app. We show you how to download it step by step, really for people that haven't done it before. So you become your own coach, and then to get in there and really draw the lines and understand. And that way you're getting your hands on just tour-proven, factual information, right? Let's have a look at a couple of the drills now and give us an understanding of how we can work our body into some better positions and get on the right track to playing some much better golf.
World Class Golf Instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied to helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of World Class Golf Instruction.
So guys, here's a great drill to get yourself into a position that you normally wouldn't sort of get into by yourself. So we're going to go through this drill, and that's what drills are, really, to create feels and sensations so that when you hit a ball, you can relate to it, right? So what we're doing, take your address position in a realistic position. You get your palms pointed away from you. And you can see, you can grab your driver. I've got a training aid here. But your elbows are against your side, and what you're doing is when you swing back, get that end of that driver grip to point around about 1 metre outside the golf ball. You can be able to judge that, or a yard, right? And then when you're moving through, you're making that sort of halving it, or just making it, maybe a little bit less than a yard or 1 metre through the ball. And this is going to get your shoulder plane around that 40-degree area and then over 50 degrees and moving into that tour average. You can just do this and then hit a few shots, use a few practice swings. Never forgetting that the dominating thought when we hit really has to be the ball, right? We're only doing technique to make things automatic so that when we don't think, it's more effective. Let's have a look at another couple of feels and drills we can use. Getting your hands on the side of your hips like this, drawing up the right side and getting that left hip to move down. Now, it's an interesting area, this, because this is when you're looking at hip tilt, you're going to be seeing 10 to 15, 10 to 16 degrees here of tour average. And once you get that right hip up, you'll get sort of some pressure. You sort of see the head moves down. All of a sudden, your downswing really moves into a much better position. You see, I'm drawing this right side back. Now, on World Class Golf, we've got so many different drills and exercises. We're looking at symmetrical knee work and those type of things. The series that has been helping so many people is the Deep to Shallow series, where, seriously, when we're looking at, we've tested hands and wrists and the motions of club players and how, unfortunately, they open up the club a little bit. So what we do is we strengthen club face positions and grips and get the shoulder planes and make the swing very, very compact so that it's easy to, keep the speed of the club to the speed of the body, your rhythm, getting all your things. It's simply an easier way to play, guys. So, by doing this and looking at all the drills and exercises, it's not, as I said, it's not all on YouTube, but we've got a lot of more new stuff coming. WorldClassGolf.com. Your online lessons is the same as these. You will get a compressed email. They go for around 20 minutes. Drills and exercises, side-by-side examples. It's the same format as these YouTube videos. This is what you'll be getting, and you'll hear my voice. I'm teaching people from all around the world. So, guys, have a look at that. And there's a deal on World Class Golf. Joining, you get half-price lessons and different things like that. Thanks for watching. This is a real insight into the feedback recently has been great. We're reaching so many people, but the insight into really how working with facts is more important than just jumping around and clicking on all sorts of conflicting information. Thanks for watching.